The plant schedule you see here, and let's zoom in a little on it, contains a very large number of species, and the schedule's been drawn because each symbol in the design has been tagged to an entry in an accompanying plant database file. But let's imagine, I'll zoom extents for the moment, let's imagine that we've been working on this rear garden design and it's substantially complete. And imagine that there's another job coming along which is going to use these very same symbols, some of them at least. So let's zoom in here and select the plant schedule and edit it. I want to demonstrate that within this plant schedule, these symbols have already been tagged. Acacia pendula, the silver mile is there, let's unselect all. So there's a very long list of plant symbols there, lots of work's been done tagging them. What about the situation where we get a new job and we want to effectively use these very same symbols? We've got access, of course, to our plant database file, and we want to use these. What's the best way to do that without having to redo that tedious job of tagging them? Let me close the block editor. What I suggest is that is, in fact, the plant schedule is just a block. You can right-click, copy it to the clipboard, and go back and start a brand new drawing. We'll start with no template, and then I'll paste that block from the template. I'll nominate 0,0 as the insertion point. I'll zoom extents, and there it is. There's an issue with the display of the point, so we can format point styles. For the moment, we'll just make none. And so you can see it easily. I'll go to view and background color white. So here's our copied block. But there are in fact two blocks in here, because if we explode that block and look at the blocks, you can see that it's brought across the plant schedule block itself, and all of the blocks for symbols are there. So let's delete that one. No, we don't want to delete all unused, just that particular one, and close. What have we got now? Well, if we zoom in, we can now select any one of these symbols, and they're already tagged, Dodenia viscosa, and the next one will be, next one down is an Eremophila, a very nice ground cover cultivated variety of it. These are mostly Australian native species, but the principles are what I'm trying to illustrate here. So we now have, at the moment it's an unnamed drawing, so we'll save it and we'll call it block list. We can save and close. We can close that original drawing as well. So now when we start a new job, we can say this new job would have a template, but not in this instance. So here's our new job. What we can do is pick our blocks and add from another file, and we just save that one called tagged symbols. We can open it up, and we'll just open it. We can pick any one of these symbols within that group and just tick them, and we'll say, well, let's pick 3 different symbols, and we'll OK them and insert into. We've dragged them in, and in a sense these new symbols are just sitting within the block shelf, if you like, for this new design. They're sitting here. I've just jumped across and grabbed them, and I can insert any one of those into the drawing. So we'll just, sorry, let me do that again. Block, insert into the drawing. I'll specify on screen. Okay, that, and I'll click the insertion point. Can you see I'm just dragging out? And if I click it, there it is, already tagged. Now, I muddled the demonstration up a little, but I hope I've shown you the principle. You can very easily have a master set of symbols already tagged to entries in your plant database file, and then use them time and time again in new work. To me, because it's not my work, DIR, DILO and so on don't immediately conjure up what that particular symbol is, but I guess because you've created these yourself, you will be familiar with that abbreviation. So I think that approach is going to save a great deal of time. So I hope that helps some of you trying to sharpen up your drafting speed, if you like, in new design work.